Now, going back to the story that we had mentioned earlier, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has cancelled his public events today, and the State Department says he is unwell. Some of the events planned for today in the capital will go on without him, but others will be rescheduled for later in the trip. The events that will be rescheduled include a stop at the site of the 1998 bomb blast at the U.S. Embassy here in Nairobi. Tillerson met the country's leadership yesterday and said he'd shared his concerns with them about the importance of democracy, asking them not to stifle the media or threaten the courts.
In the middle of a week-long trip to Africa, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson cancelled his public schedule in the country because he was unwell. The U.S. State Department said Tillerson, who'd gone 2 days without sleep and had been working on North Korea and other issues, was resting at his hotel and did not plan to cut the trip short, but would reschedule some of his public engagements. He was to hold an interactive meeting with Health CS Cecily Kariuki at the Pumwani Maternity Hospital this morning, but the event was cancelled. He was also expected to stop over at the site of the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombing. Tillerson is in Nairobi as part of a 5-nation tour of Africa that includes Ethiopia, Chad, Nigeria and Djibouti.
How are you doing? I'm great. Yeah? I'm great.
Yesterday, the U.S. Secretary of State met the country's leadership where they discussed security in the region, particularly the threat of Al-Shabaab and the war in South Sudan.
Fantastic to have you. Yeah? Best time to Nairobi?
No. Okay, one time many years ago for a meeting.
He also welcomed yesterday's meeting between President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga that marked the end of the long-standing political standoff. He termed it a positive move towards healing the deep divisions and restoring democracy in Kenya.
That's why we have a clearance process. It's an important element.
During a news conference with Foreign Affairs CS Monica Juma.
We were very, very encouraged and pleased to see the two leaders come together today. But I think we really want to give them the credit. This was very important, I think, action on their part to show that they're ready to work on behalf of all Kenyans, regardless of party, and begin to really take this long journey that's necessary to restore the country, eliminate these divisions that are creating obstacles to Kenya's future.
At the same time, the visiting Secretary of State criticized the government for banning live broadcasts and threatening the judiciary and disregard of the rule of law.
We believe that there are actions that need to be taken in Kenya and that they need to correct certain actions like shutting down TV stations and threatening the independence of the courts. I know Kenya takes these matters seriously. A free and independent media is essential to safeguarding democracy and giving all Kenyans confidence in their government.
The incident that is being referenced here is a one-off incident. It's an incident that affected 3 of more than tens of TV stations in this country. It is a matter that involved investigation of the police. And you will know, if you operate in this environment, that we have perhaps the largest media corps anywhere on this African continent.
Tillerson will be in the country till Monday.